Tense discussions and looming deadlines at a packed Chicago Police Union Hall. Officers talking about their opposition to the city's vaccine mandate deadline coming Friday night.
The union estimates that half of Chicago's police force could choose to be sidelined rather than get the shot. WGN's Mike Lowe live for us tonight with the update. Mike.
Ben and Gaynor, good evening to both of you. We just spoke moments ago with FOP President John Catanzara, who told us about 300 police officers were in attendance for tonight's meeting, and he estimates that perhaps in the thousands of officers more agree with the position that was stated here at the meeting tonight, that Chicago police officers should not comply with the city's vaccine mandate. Dozens and dozens of Chicago police officers filed into the Lodge 7 meeting hall, where union leadership held a standing room only, closed-door meeting to discuss their opposition to the city of Chicago's vaccine mandate.
There's a lot of people that don't want to put this in them. They don't want to get vaccinated. They don't want. They're afraid of what the consequences are long-term and medically for them. 41st Ward Alderman Anthony Napolitano, a former Chicago cop, attended the meeting and says he's worried that the city's unbending vaccination deadline, combined with the police officers' widespread reluctance to comply, will lead to a large number of cops being placed on unpaid leave. It's going to impact the entire city of Chicago, and crime is going to increase. If you think for 1 second criminals don't know this, you have another thing coming and you'll see it Saturday night. This summer, Mayor Lori Lightfoot announced that all city employees, including cops and firefighters, would be required to be fully vaccinated by October 15th. That's this Friday. In a video posted on social media this week, Fraternal Order of Police President John Catanzara urged rank-and-file officers not to comply.
The reality is the city acknowledged from the beginning their obligation to bargain in good faith over this subject. They have refused.
We have been engaged with the unions since the summer. And what you should ask him is, why is it that he failed to engage with us and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed? That's the record. The mayor says those who choose not to get their free COVID-19 shots must be tested twice a week at their own expense and on their own time. At least 4 Chicago police officers have died of COVID-19, and just yesterday, former FOP President Dean Angelo died of complications with the virus. But the vaccine remains a flashpoint for the force.
It's the city's clear attempt to force officers to Chicken Little, the sky is falling, into compliance. Do not fall for it. Hold the line.
It's unfortunate that the FOP leadership has chosen to put out a counter narrative, but the fact of the matter is, if you are not vaccinated, you are playing with your life, the life of your family, the life of your colleagues, and members of the public.
And so tonight, neither side will be budging on this, at least from their public comments, though negotiations could resume tomorrow for some type of extension. That is what the FOP president has asked for, at least some sort of extension. But right now, as it stands, if Chicago police officers do not enter their vaccination status or their negative test results into the city's portal by Friday at 11:59 p.m., they will not be paid and they will be placed on leave. Reporting live tonight outside of FOP headquarters in Westtown, Mike Lowe, WGN News.